We are coming to the end of 2020, and I think that it's pretty fair to say that the entire world is going to take a big, deep sigh of relief. Literally, the entire world. And I think we're all looking forward to 2021 and hoping that it's better. So along those lines, we always want to keep things fresh and keep things new, and so we are going to introduce a couple new segments. We're only going to roll out one today, and it's going to be called the Paranormal Junk Drawer. Everyone's got a junk drawer in their house. As I'm looking around, everyone's nodding their head. Chris, do you have a junk drawer at your house?
I have a what?
A junk drawer.
You're breaking up on that.
Do you have a junk drawer? A drawer with junk?
Yeah, everyone.
As I
If
say,
you don't, you're lying.
no, it's like only one. I think I might have a couple of different junk drawers. So just for fun, when I thought about this name, I thought, I'm going to go down and look in my junk drawer and see what's in there. And so this is a few things that are in my kitchen junk drawer. Obviously, there's pens and pencils, but there's butt cream, which is, like baby diaper rash.
Good junk drawer item.
My youngest child is 9 years old. So, there's butt cream in the junk drawer.
That wasn't awkward at all.
There.
I just like saying butt cream.
Butt cream, right? So
Not to be confused with anal lube.
Oh, maybe.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, this is
Different type of butt cream for diaper rash.
Okay, so
Operation H.
exactly. So I also had an Anne of Green Gables Christmas decoration in the drawer. So, Anne of Green Gables, butt cream, junk drawer. So what does that mean for our segment? Well, that means that you never know what you're going to get on this little segment, but it will be paranormal. So as the new year comes, kind of look for some new segments that are going to pop out. Doc's going to have one. Chris is going to have one. But today in our junk drawer, we're going to talk about a stone because that's what we've been doing. That's what you're used to. We don't want to make too many changes too soon and freak everybody out. So the stone that we're going to do, when I was in Moab, I found one called a Honeycomb Onyx, and it was really pretty. And so I thought, I'll do that one. I actually took a picture of it. But when you look it up, this is a stone that was found in 1995, and it's only found, that we know of to this point, in the Uinta Basin. So maybe it has something to do with Skinwalker Ranch. They found it there accidentally, actually. So I could not find anything online about it specifically. So we're going to do onyx. As I do this big build-up, but we're going to do onyx. Onyx is actually pretty cool. So it is called the Gem of Saturn. And Saturn is the planet of karma. It has a lot to do with karma and, helping deal with and get rid of negative feelings. It's a secretive stone. It can store a lot of old memories. It's the perfect stone to clear away your bad karma and your grief and sorrow. I think most people are fairly familiar with onyx. It is a black stone, and therefore it has a lot of protective energy because there's no light within the stone. It will shield your aura from negative energy. One of the things that I thought was really interesting is in Arabic, the word for onyx also means sadness. And that really describes the energy that onyx can offer you. Not that it gives you sadness, but it absorbs your pain and your sorrow. So usually it's black, but you can also find brown, pink, red, green, colorless, and yellow. Just Google Honeycomb Onyx. It's actually really pretty. Onyx is a really good stone for carving because it's really high on the Mohs scale. It's like a 6.5 on the Mohs scale. And I thought that the word onyx was really interesting. It comes from the Greek word onyx, O-N-U-X, which means claw or fingernail because the veins on the stone look like the colors of a fingernail.
You almost pronounce that like Forest Gump trying to say onyx. Onyx.
I love you, Jenny.
I like onyx.
Well, it's just hard because there's onyx and onyx.
Onyx. Go ahead, please. Please continue.
I can't because I just snorted like
Come
a
on,
pig.
Forrest.
See, if I didn't have a nickname until now it would be Forrest. Okay. Let's see. It's found in Mexico, the United States, Peru, Madagascar, India, Afghanistan, Brazil, and the good stuff is found in the Uinta Basin with the skinwalkers. So, okay, here's one for you guys, okay? some of the medical physical properties of onyx, some people use it to decrease lovemaking desires and get rid of bad habits.
Why would you want that?
See, I
It's
was-
like
Keep that stuff away.
reverse Viagra
mean,
or
come
something.
on.
It's like, oh no, not in the mood. Get out the onyx. Let's go.
Let me just rub the onyx instead. Come on.
Yeah, I was waiting for that one. In the Middle East, they actually use onyx as a worry stone. They will rub it on a worry stone. On a physical level, it's believed to increase physical stamina and strengthen the kidneys. It also can strengthen hearts, eyes, and nerves, and it can help with childbirth. Let's see, what else? All right, a couple more things. It can help you move on from feelings of grief, sorrow, or depression. It can give you emotional healing. It can fill you with confidence. It will improve how you relate to people and how you leave your mark on them. It can bring you restful and pure energies. They say the best way to deal with it is to just sit peacefully with it. The best way to clean it is just to put it out in the sunlight. During really busy and crazy days, you can feel warmth from it, so you need to put it next to you. It says it's most practical to wear it as jewelry. And it says it can give you strong support when you're experiencing difficulties in your personal or professional life. So a couple of things that I found very interesting is onyx is a birthstone. And I didn't know. I thought there was just birthstones. There's 12 months, there's 12 stones. Mine's a pearl. Sometimes it's this kind of funky purple thing called alexandrite, which I refuse to recognize. But it is the mystical birthstone of December. Did you know that there's mystical birthstones?
I did not know there was mystical birthstones,
We
but
could
I've
do
heard
it
there's
all.
alternate birthstones.
We could do a whole episode on the mystical birthstones.
I think we will. That's going to be a new episode. So it's also Leo's zodiac birthstone. Did anyone know there were zodiac birthstones? I did not either. Did you?
Yes.
No.
You did?
Chris knows.
Chris is like, you guys are all
I did,
idiots.
Yes.
So again, we can do a whole episode. Briefly, tell us a little bit about zodiac birthstones.
So birthstones for your zodiac. Zodiac is broken down in elements. You got earth, fire, air, and water. I myself am a Taurus. I'm an earth element. So my regular birthstone is a diamond, but my zodiac sign birthstone based off of earth is actually the emerald. And that adds different properties to what it can and cannot do for that person who's born under that sign.
Sweet. We're going to have to do a whole episode on this because this sounds freaking fascinating.
Yeah.
All right. So, last thing is it's associated with the planet Saturn, and it's a popular gift for a married couple's 7th and 10th wedding anniversary. So, if you're coming up on your 7th or your 10th wedding anniversary and stones is your thing, you just hit up that significant other because this website said so.
I gave Jenny an onyx. She showed me how to dangle.
You make a really good.
And her love interest just plummeted. Boom.
So, Onyx and Legends. Legend says that when the goddess Venus was sleeping, Cupid decided to clip her fingernails, and the nail clippings landed on the ground. And the gods turned the nail clippings to a stone, and they later became known as onyx. So, I don't think that that is creepy at all.
So give your spouse toenail clippings for their 7th or 10th anniversary.
I've got a bunch of those in my bathroom floor.
Exactly. So,
Is
there's
that
our
why
stone of the week.
most marriages end after 7 years?
Well, I have my
It all
own
goes back
bathroom.
to Onyx.
Because they get toenails for their gift.
My wife has
Exactly.
her own bathroom. I have my own bathroom. It's better that way.
You just keep your toenail clippings to yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could wrap them up and give them to her for her 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary.
No. Nah.
You'll opt out of that one.
I like to pick them up and use them as toothpicks every once in a while on a pinch.
Ew.
Just kidding.
Alrighty, so coming up on a future episode, sometime next year, we would really like to do another Answer Your Questions episode. We did that a few years back, and I thought it was fascinating, not only to hear your questions, but hear things that I hadn't really thought of before. So if you have questions that you would like answered, and it can be about anything, it can be about paranormal, it can be about stones, it can be about chupacabras, it can be about UFOs, whatever question you have that you would like
Lurch's
us
toenails.
to answer. Exactly. Forest
Yes.
Gump, Onyx. Let us know. You can go to wisps.org and send us an email through the contact tab, or, as we said earlier in the podcast, you can go to apps.wisps.contact@gmail.com, and that's apps with 1 P, APS. And last but not least, don't forget to get your Supernatural Hour swag at tpublic.com. Sometimes I say Teespring. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk anymore. We must be done recording. If I say Teespring, ignore me. I'm an idiot.
Why would you say Teespring instead of T-Public?
I don't know, because it sounds like Teespring.
Pretty close.
Because I'm Forest Gump.
Whatever.
So it's
Not my Teespring.
T-Public. T-Public.
And you can access that from the Advanced Paranormal merchandise page.
Correct. Which is advancedparanormal.com. Go to merchandise, get cool stuffs.
All right, and with that being said, I also just wanted to quickly mention this is going to be the last recording I do for quite a while, too. I was talking to everyone else before the podcast, and I just have so much on my plate right now. I started a web development boot camp at the beginning of the year that got put on hold with COVID, and it's ramping back up. They're getting ready to start up again. I've been studying a lot of code to prepare for that. I've been playing Mr. Mom at home with taking care of my kids when they get home from school, helping them with their homework. My wife works from home as well, so keeping them out of her hair. And then just personal commissions. I do a lot of artwork as well. I feel like I've got a lot on my plate right now, so I will be in hiatus as well. So don't be sad. I'm like a bad penny. I keep popping up when you least expect me.
We're sad.
So no, don't shed a tear. It's okay. It'll be all right.
Yeah. We've been in talks, and we might get him to pop in every now and then, though, so do not worry.
But with that, I'm out. Yo. Anyone else? Just, I'm like, okay.
Drop the mic, man. Drop the mic.
Mic drop with that. I think we'll call it an episode.
Okay.
It's an episode.
Great to have a couple of new people with us, with Doc and Chris.
Thanks for
And
having me.
We're
Excited
a little
to see this.
disappointed with Lurch, but
We're not
he'll be
disappointed
back.
with him. We're disappointed that he has a life.
I wish that I didn't have so much on my plate right now, to be honest. I wish that I had more free time. I
He'll
really
be back.
do.
He loves us too much.
It's burning the candle at both ends, that's all.
He's just so much fun to have here
Whatever.
because he does this Forest Gump thing.
Wait until you're by yourselves without me around, and then the truth will come out.
We'll zoom him in.
It's been real. It's been fun.
We'll zoom him in periodically when we can twist his arm. And he has 1 minute. Alrighty.
Thanks, Chris.
Peace out.
Yeah, no worries. This was fun. Let's do it. I'm excited.
See you.
So, I joked earlier that we have 4 listeners, and we have more than that. So if you listen to our podcast, we really appreciate you. We have quite a few, and you guys are awesome. So one of those listeners is Granger Blackett, and I just want to give a shout out to him. He lives actually fairly close, and his sister is my walking partner. And we got talking about it one day, and I asked her, I said, did you know that I was on this podcast before you started listening? And she said, no, it took me a little bit to kind of put it together, but I guess he mentioned to her one day about this podcast, and she's like, hey, I know that lady. She's in my neighborhood. So I said, hey, we'll give you a shout out. I didn't ask if she wanted a shout out, but I'll at least say a little shout out to Brooke. Yay, Brooke. So those are 2 of our listeners. So thank you for listening. We appreciate it. If anybody would like a shout out, we will do that. Let us know with your questions.
Send an email to apps.wisp.contact@gmail.com.
You've been listening to the Supernatural Hour at AdvancedParanormal.com. The Supernatural Hour is part of the Radio Ronin network found at RadioRonin.com. Copyright 2020 by Advanced Paranormal Services.